up in my apartment in Milledgeville. And I was like, okay. I had booked all these facials, for the following week, and I was like, I don't know them, so this is gonna be like me on my own, because pretty much up until now, I've just done people I know, friends, family, things like that, or at least acquaintances. And so I was like, all right, you booked it, you can't cancel it, because that would just be wasting money and time. So I was like, all right, you're gonna do it, you're gonna go on your own. My mom wasn't gonna be there, and so before I go, I look myself in the mirror. Now, remember, I was raised in her house, but don't think of me as her daughter, okay? Because I did this all on my own, thanks to her, though. And so I looked myself in the mirror, and I was like, okay, you are confident. And then I start laughing, because I'm like the only one in my apartment speaking to myself. Except my dog's right there looking at me, and wondering what's going on. It's like, you are confident. You are a God-fearing woman. These women want to sell Mary Kay, they just don't know it yet. Everyone wants to buy from you. You have a great product to sell, and you have a great business to sell. Go and do it. And I was like, okay, let's go. So I'm like, Lord help me, okay. So I pull up, right into these apartments, and then, I go through a whole facial, and I mean, like, it was not me, okay. So I get out, and I text my mom. She's probably thinking, what in the world? Because I texted her, I said, Mom, I'm going straight to the top. And she knew I had a facial, and she calls me, what happened? I was like, I just sold 100. And no recruits. But you should have seen me. I was like you. And I was like, thank God I was, because, something happened, and I was like, standing there, not hiding behind anything, and confident as anything. And they were sitting on the couch because they didn't have a table. And I was just going through it. I walk in, and the lady that I was doing it, she had tried Mary Kay before, and she had her daughter and her friend over. And, as soon as I walk in, she was like, immediately, I actually helped someone out with Mary Kay at one point, helped her finish a goal, but direct sales is not for me. Direct sales, nope. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not here to recruit you, so don't worry. And so I just went through it all and everything like that, and it ended up being great, and I just felt good after it. And this is like a little bit into my power start. I started with friends who some didn't buy from me, but some did. And I sold so far year to date this month $1,800, over $1,800. And that's what you guys have to remember. Your power start is probably different, because you're not selling to college students who hide behind this broke facade even though they have their parents' money. You know what I mean? And so it would be different. It would be higher. I really think that. But it's okay, because I still went in and I practiced on the people that intimidated me, the girls in my sorority who are the cool girls, even though I'm the president. It's still so intimidating, and I'm like, oh man, I'm sitting in front of y'all. And so I was like practicing, and it just helps. That's what my mom wanted me to tell you guys, is that I get more confident over and over. Even the people that intimidate you that sometimes it's the ones that because you're going to see them again, versus the ones that you don't, where you can be like, all right, I don't know you, never going to see you again, you know what I mean? Even though you will, since now they're your customers, because you have an awesome heart. So, just going off that, I wanted to share, my mom already said, I jumped back into it because, the Lord was very loud and clear, and it was interesting. She was praying for me while I was in Costa Rica, and months before I went to Costa Rica, I said, God, please just show me what you want me to do with my life. I thought I'll be a flight attendant, and this is me who, ever since I was little, I was like, yeah, I'm doing Mary Kay. But, along the way, I was like, maybe not. I let people kind of crush my own dreams, and so I was like, maybe I'll be a flight attendant, maybe I'll do full-time ministry, maybe I'll live in South America, maybe I'll whatever. And I was like, Lord, just show me, because none of those were really set, none of them felt right. So I went, and something in me, maybe it was a charcoal mask, I don't know. I was like, this is sellable. And I was like, okay, I created my list, and for everyone that I was going to ask to buy a charcoal mask, I was planning on leaving Costa Rica with facials and cells with the charcoal mask. And I called my mom, and I'm like, Mom, I just want you to know, I'm going full force. And the seed was planted more so at career conference, because our division has a lot of Hispanic women in it, and my major is Spanish, and my heart is Spanish. I feel I am Spanish. I tell you, I can pass for Argentina. Look them up. I can. That being said, they were, the #1 national at the conference was Hispanic, and she was like, this is marketplace ministry. And in Costa Rica, one of my friends was like, I'm so sick and tired of people, that just hide behind the church and just surround themselves only with Christians, and or say they have to go and live in, not to diminish ministry, because some people are called to live in the middle of nowhere. But she's like, I'm so tired of that, because what about who is going to go to, New York? Who's going to be in the fashion industry? Who's going to be in the music industry? Because those people need Jesus too. And maybe you don't know Jesus, and none of this really means anything to you. I would invite you to, invite him in on your goals, because it's something different when you talk to the Lord. But that being said, I was like, you know what? You're so right. And what better way than in Mary Kay? And my heart is for South America and missions. So I was like, okay, hello, Mary Kay is opening in Peru in September. So, become a director, graduate, and move to South America for a little bit, and then come back, have the best of both worlds. So that's what I did. And to show just what kind of God is, I wasn't even, really in tune with him that month at all. I kind of went to Costa Rica, wanted to do my own thing. And in the month, we have, in my 4-hour-long Spanish class every day, we have a substitute, because my teacher was having some family crisis. And the sub pulls me in to tell me my grade, which was supposed to be a C. Okay? She's like, well, I'm going to give you a B. And I was like, oh, right. You must have saw my soul leave me when you said C. This is counting for 2 classes for me, okay? Not just one. So 2 C's on my GPA would hurt, even though your GPA doesn't even matter. It's a pride thing. I gotta get over that. But she said that, and she goes, and I just want you to know, you need to go home and you need to practice Spanish every single day. This lady, I don't even know her name. She knew nothing about me. A little bit every day, because you need to become fluent, because God has a big plan for you in South America, whether it's here or somewhere else. You have to be fluent in Spanish, because you're going to touch people's lives. And I was like, I leave class and I was like, do I cry? Do I shake? I don't know. And I called my mom. I was like, I think this lady just prophesied to me. And I was like, I don't even know who she is. And I was like, Mom, this is affirmation, because it has been a constant thing, whether I was being president in my sorority, which I really didn't want to do, where the Lord tells me, he gives me a little something. He's like, yeah, you should do it. And I know in my soul you should do it. But he is a God that is extra, okay? And he used her to just like seal the deal. And so I was like leaving there like, all right, getting back into the States, because 1, humid and bugs and strange roommates, and 2, Mary Kay. I have something to do. Let's do it. So that being said, that was a long story, but I want to share with you what I was listening to. Andy Stanley he does like these leadership podcasts, and he talked about your vision, okay? And so your vision needs to be something that shakes your soul, okay? Because your vision is not liked by the world. He said, life in this world is hard on visions, because vision is about change. Because of it, I wrote this while I was driving, you can tell. Sorry. I know, whoa, I think I was at a stoplight. Because of its importance, that your vision is the thing you commit yourself to, so the life and obstacles that will come don't shake you. Yeah, let me fix that up a little bit. Your vision, there are going to be people that want to crush your vision because they can't dream as big as you. So life actually will happen, despite, what all of us try to, put out there. None of our lives are perfect. Even me at 22, I do have my own struggles and burdens and things like that. But that will come, because it's life. So don't let it shake you. Your vision should not be shakeable. It's, get up, like my cousin says. She's Rhonda Stoddard, the national. She is really into fitness now all of a sudden, and she's a personal trainer. She posts Snapchats all the time. Just worked 12 hours and did a full circuit. What's your excuse? Like, not getting up. Get up off the couch and like push through it. You got to be able to do that. And he said, a vision is a mental picture of what could be and should be, and what you need is courage to execute it. So you just need courage, and that's something for me that came with my Power Start, because really, like, the confidence is not there for me, and going into, random people and stuff like that, that's something with this business you got to get over, but you just got to know that, be shameless about this, because when I was 18 and signed up, I was almost like, I don't know, it's scary, but like, what you have to offer is good. It's a good business. And it's life-changing. Like, my boss wants to sell Mary Kay. She can't wait till she quits. She sells her restaurant and sells Mary Kay because she just would do anything to be at home with her daughter and be able to make money doing that. So it's something that you don't realize how big of an impact. And think about what it's done for your life. And I'll leave you with this. Oh, do the affirmation. I wrote that down. Whatever it is, you can have a little rap. Some of these people in the boutique, they've got like, my name is I am going to the top. I don't know. I make something up like that so I can be cool, but it hasn't come yet. So get something together, whatever your biggest insecurities is. It's these people want to sell Mary Kay. It's easy to share the opportunity. It's easy to ask for referrals because you're giving something that's great. It's easy to share the opportunity to recruit. It's easy to ask them, hey, you know what? Is this something that would be interesting to you? If not, it's okay, but I just want to put it out there because I know it's changed my life. Okay? It's not offending anyone. And you got to get out of your own head. The devil will tell you terrible lies about yourself and about what you're doing. And that's not, if you sit down with another woman, she's supporting you. 9 out of 10 times. She really is. So you got to get out of your own head. But I'm going to leave you with 2 Bible verses. Isaiah 43:19 says, behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. I just love that verse. It relates to so many parts of my life. But behold, he is doing a new thing in you. If yesterday was bad, get up today. It's a new day, it's a new thing, and the Lord can do new things. And then Ephesians 3:20-21. Now unto him who is able to do far more abundantly than all that we ask or think, according to the power at work within us. To him be the glory in the church in Christ Jesus throughout all generations, forever and ever. Amen. And it's just all the reason of why we do what we do. It is God first business, and you can do it without having, a relationship with the Lord. But I would challenge you to invite him in on your vision and dreams, because God is not a small God. She said it'll be a miracle. So let's think miracle-minded until the month is over. And if we fall short, wow, where we fall when we were thinking of a miracle. And we should keep our mind on that miracle 1 million and on your own dreams to end the month, because God has proven time and time again, and we try to put him in this small box. He's not a small God. Amen. So 1 million, he could do 1.5 million, okay? Which would be like, you fall on the ground with your tongue out, chicken or something like that. That would be insane. But you know what? That's the kind of God that we serve, and that is our God. So I will just encourage you, do a power start. Finish the month strong. I know I am. Don't be afraid to talk to those random people. Mallory, when she told me she goes in warm chatters, that is even for my mother, that is something that what? She goes up to him, and it's so funny. I asked her, well, what'd you do? And she looks me straight in the eye. Yeah, hi, I'm Mallory. Would it offend you if I give you a business card? And she's talking to me like she's warm chattering me, and I'm like, you're so confident. That amazes me, But don't be afraid to do that if that's what it takes. It's whatever it takes, which I've got to get to that. I'm still working out the referrals. That's a little easier for me, but whatever works for you, okay? But that's just what I want to leave you with, and yeah, that's it. Woo!